All right, I just wanted to share that I'm going to be releasing some short 45-second like videos related to the North Star workbook, North Star Rising workbook, and video series that people have been asking me. So just give you a heads up on that. Look, before you lead others, you just got to lead yourself. And so when I first introduced this North Star concept 3+ years ago, and the personal trust communities, I had no idea how many people would even look at it, follow it, or anything. But the thing that came back more often than anything else was, Mike, I've never been asked these kinds of questions before. It then made me realize that we don't need more leadership frameworks or tell me what book to read, Mike, or what video podcast am I going to listen to. We just need more honest and courageous space to figure out who the hell we are and what we're here to do. And that was the genesis of how the original personal trust community idea was born. And it's then led to the first version of that North Star workbook, which was meant just to be a simple tool on your own. I think it was maybe 7 pages. And the goal was people can reconnect with who they are beneath all the roles and expectations and stop trying to be what everybody else wants you to be and be who you want to be. And then I heard back and said, hey, that's nice, Mike, but what I really want is a video series that goes with it and a deeper dive into this work. Based on some of the questions I was getting, I agree with them. And they wanted time to be able to absorb it on their own schedule. So a year ago, maybe even almost exactly a year ago, I started working on filming a full video series and updated the workbook to make it more expansive. We actually released it a few weeks ago, and it's been really cool to see where people are gravitating to and what's happening. As I mentioned at the beginning, there's been a lot of questions that people have had about it. And that's what I love. So I'm just sharing this again because you're going to start seeing these 45-second clips. They're just meant to answer the most common questions I'm getting. And if you're interested in listening and trying to get some answers, please listen to those short clips. And again, if you're not, just be aware that there's going to be a lot of those, probably 10, 15 questions at a clip here going through it. Now, if you're asking yourself, do I need to pay attention or not pay attention, you're still not sure, here's your answer. If you've ever been curious but weren't sure where to start, or maybe you felt like the work was just too big, or really the other one is really too personal, people feel like they don't want to actually put down in writing what they're thinking and what their dreams are, these clips are going to be for you. Because it's going to make it a little more human, a little more real, and a little easier to step into, because this is just human work. If you go on Mike Thorne Leadership on YouTube, you'll start to see these clips on there already. Look, I'm really glad you're here. If you got this far, I really appreciate it. And remember, reality always, always wins.